Good morning, everybody, and this is Julie from Pages and Pens, and welcome to my Smutathon Reading Week vlog style wrap up. Let's jump into it. Alright, it is before 7 o'clock on Monday morning. Smutathon starts today, and I have plenty of reading that is planned for the week. But before that, I wanted to just wrap up really quickly a book that I finished after I finished my vlog for the 'Tis the Season-a-thon, and that is Famous in a Small Town by Emma Mills. This is an arc that I was able to snag, and I four-starred it. I really enjoyed it. There was like one aspect of this book that I felt like this story could have probably done without, and it's legitimately the title reference, which is about a girl who used to live in their town, won like an American Idol type of deal, and they're trying to get her to come back and sing to raise money for the school band at like one of their festivals. And her storyline and the way that she ties into the story at the end, I felt like we could have done without. I love Emma Mills. I will always love Emma Mills. She's one of my very favorite contemporary authors, and I'm really stoked to have had that. So I'm gonna go to work now and come back in a little bit and start my reading and start my vlog. I got the ebook from my library of Mary Gentry, book number 3. It's like a Fae Smutty series by Laurel K. Hamilton. I am for sure reading that this week, which I was not planning on because I did not know when my library loan was going to come in, but it did, which is perfect timing. So I'm going to add that to the Smutathon TBR, but I'm probably going to start off with my Alexa, Riley, and Jenna something 5-book wrap-up bind-up, because I think they're all like 100-some pages. I can blow through those, and I'm pretty stoked about them. So I'm going to start there, and then you guys gave me some great suggestions based off of my TBR and what was on my Nook and my Kindle app from my TBR video. So if you haven't checked out my TBR video, it's too late now. And we're going to do all the smut reading this week, guys. It's going to be amazing. I have you on a little tiny tripod because I got, I'm assuming, gifts. It says Amazon Fulfillment Center, so I'm assuming some wish list stuff. I'm excited about it. So I'm going to open this up while I am charging my Nook because I can't start my smutty reads on there until I have that charged. And I'm going to start reading The Duchess Deal as well today because I think this does come first before The Governess Game. So this is going to be my Testadera read. It just says, hope you enjoy the books, happy holidays. There's no name. I'm going to have to scan this and see who the gift is from because there's no name on this, but I am so excited about these books. So excited! Oh my goodness. Okay. I got Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake, which I actually got as an e-arc from NetGalley, and I downloaded it, but I downloaded it like way before the release date. And it was the very first book I ever got approved for, and I didn't realize that they eventually expire, so I didn't get to it in time. And by the time I got there, it was expired and I couldn't read it, and I'm really bummed about that because since then, everybody has loved this. I know it's really hard hitting. And then I also got The Deepest Roots by Miranda Acevedo, which I have heard nothing but amazing things about from Spencer over at Common Spence, who has really championed this book. And then I've heard other people talk about it too. I don't know a ton about it, except that I know that it takes place in like small town Kansas, which is where Spence is from. And he said that he really like loved it, identified with it, went and met Miranda, and just fell in love with her as a person too. So I'm really truly excited to get to both of these books. These are going to be amazing reads. I'm not sure who this is from, but thank you very much. If this is from you, thank you so much. Another Amazon fulfillment here, as well as a gift from Melanie, from Mel to the Any, and I've already talked to her and she said I can open it. I know it's going to be wrapped underneath there because she's an extra little angel, and I was going to save these for tomorrow because I don't anticipate getting a whole bunch of like bookish gifts this year, but I couldn't say no to packages. You guys know I have no chill when it comes to any kind of bookish goodies. Ooh. All right, who we from? Aw, hi Julie, sending wishes for a wonderful holiday season and this thank you for your YouTube content. Hope you enjoyed the book. I look forward to your review of it. Maria from Aquarius is my mood. Ooh, that's her Instagram. Awesome. I'm going to definitely check that out, and I will tag her when I show this on Instagram. But she got me The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin, and I have been dying to get into this series. I did at one point have the audiobook for it, but I never finished listening to it. I don't even think I started listening to it. It was on hold for my library, and I got it at a time where I just couldn't pick this up. Really stoked to have this. I am so ready for this. I believe it's like an epic adult high fantasy, and you guys know I love my high fantasies. I cannot wait for this. Thank you so much, Maria. I will be tagging you on Instagram. You are a gem. Melanie stuff, which I know is going to be wrapped and lovely. And she's such a little stinker because I was like, I want your wish list. And she was like, no gifts. And I was like, yeah, right. I know she's going to show up with something. But I have her address, so I'm coming for her anyway. Oh my goodness, it's a fox. I love foxes. All right, that wasn't too bad. It's like all the feels, but it's not too bad. And I will be saving this because I save all the cards that I get. I also save like all the little notes that I get. So like I'll save this like one Amazon note right on here, what book came, or I'll put it inside the book. So like this one, I'll just kind of put this into here. I'm gonna go book first and then get into whatever this is. She said that she's a little bit nervous because she saw like the colors or something about it and had to get it for me, but she was like nervous. She was like, don't be mad at me for the branding. I don't know what that means. It's got does on it and it's giving me like serious Harry Potter vibes. Like, can you see them down here? It's like giving me Patronus vibes to the max. Oh my gosh. I just saw Chelsea unbox this. I think that Mel sent this to Chelsea too. This is The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker, and I think I have another K.A. Tucker book, and I haven't read it yet. But she did say that this would be perfect for Smutathon, that whatever she sent me was going to be good for Smutathon. So I could save this and open it at Christmas, or I could open it now and use it during Smutathon. So I might do that. Burly Alaskan Mountain Man. Give it to me. Give me all of it. I'm so excited for that. We're gonna get into this unknown package that apparently makes her nervous. Why is she so precious? You guys, if you don't already follow Melanie on Goodreads and on her blog, I'll have her listed down below. I'll also have the Instagram listed for Maria. She's too much. This is, girl, are you kidding right now? This is my first Kylie Jenner product. This is the Naughty palette by Kylie Jenner. Snowball, Jingle, Unwrap Me, Snowflake, Merriment, Saint Nick, Hot Toddy, Christmas Kiss, Emerald, Ho Ho Ho, Hole, Mischief, Tipsy, and Glazed. That, you're insane. I can't believe you did this. Oh my gosh, she knows my heart. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's not gonna pick them up like appropriately. Oh my God, please don't show my messy bed. Look at those colors. Never tried her formula. I can't wait. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Melanie. That is, that's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I love it so, so much. Thank you for thinking of me. That's like the most personalized, amazing gift ever. I really appreciate it. She's just, ugh, such a blessing. Quick update. I did start a little bit of Mary Gentry, and so far so good. It's a lot of like world building again in the beginning, even though I know the world. So it's, you know, I'm kind of just like flipping through those pages because it's like reestablishing the court system and I don't really need to be told all of that again. And then I also started Back River Quiver, guys, and I have never laughed so hard in my entire life. I started reading it in public at the gymnastics where the kids that I nanny for go, and they were in like the class, but there were still other kids around me, and I was dying laughing. At one point, he just starts like holding his swollen flesh through his pants, and he's like, "You're a gift from my God, and I need to go give thanks now. Come with me, it's time to go give thanks." He literally thinks that she's an angel sent from God and takes her back to his like swamp hut. It is hilarious. She's like, "This is how I died. This is how it all ends." Like, "Oh, so you're just gonna take me for like all this weird sex? Like, what is happening right now?" She gets like bit by a gator and he like wants to go clean her up and like is immediately protective of her and like, "You're my angel sent from above." Like, it makes no sense. It's the Sharknado of smut. And it is so good. He's like already leaking pre-cum at go, and she's so awkward and so nervous and so like, oh my God, what is going on right now? I'm about to be captured by this backwoods man. By all means, it's not good, but it is amazing so far. I am dying. It is like the best thing ever. So far so good on Smutathon already. Everybody that I know of who gifted me something will be linked down below because they're just the best in the whole wide world, and I love you. I love you a lot. I think at this point I've reached my budget max for ordering, but Gifts will be coming out to a ton of people. They should be showing up soon. Hopefully, I did literally as much ordering as humanly possible to spread the love as wide and as far as humanly possible. But I did set myself a budget and I've hit that budget. So at this point, I need to just cut it. But I hope that you made it in beforehand with your links, and I will touch base with you guys soon. Day 2 of Smutathon, and I've been a horrible vlogger. It's 8 o'clock at night, and I have progress. I have finished 2. I think I already told you that I finished Back River Quiver. Did I? Maybe. I finished Back River Quiver by Alexa Riley and Jenna Kane, and it was something. It starts off so funny. Like, I legitimately laughed out loud so many times. The guy's like, I'm not gonna let anything happen to me, and she's like, you're what's happening to me, you're literally kidnapping me right now. And then he's like, there's nothing that you need that I won't like provide for you. And she was like, okay, cool. Like, her comments were amazing. And then it's so over the top. It's so Insta. It's like right to like all the boning, like a 180 on emotions. It is hilarious. I also didn't realize that it was a breeder story, which I went on to read others in the collection, like the 5 books I think that downloaded. And I just read the one right after it, which is Now You've Done It, which is the new story. So Now You've Done It only comes in this bundle. And that was another breeder story, which I didn't realize it was. I'm not huge on breeder stories. Back River Quiver and Now You've Done It both had situations where the girl calls the guy daddy and like really calls him daddy. In the second one, it was like way more apparent. Like, I think she's 18, he's 41. She's been his ward since she was 16, and now she's legal, and now she decides she wants her stepfather. I forget what the challenges are here, but if we're looking at like taboo or like forbidden or whatever, like I would say stepdad are probably like 3-star reads. They're hilarious. They're really, really fast. And then on Hoopla, I'm listening to Stepbrother Mine by Opal Carew. This is like a 5.5 hour audiobook, and I'm listening on like 2.5 speed, so I'll be done this soon. And this is about a girl who sells her virginity for college tuition, and her stepbrother answers the ad because he refuses to let anybody else have her, and they've wanted each other all this time. Little does she know that she wants to be with him. She has to accept the fact that he's big old mean dom, and she has to learn what it takes to really be with him. So he's currently going over the top with his dominance and submission to try to get her to realize just how intense their life together would be. There's like a 10-year difference there. Not quite 41 and 18. That was a bigger age difference. But the age gap romances and the taboo romances, all the rage right now. I would say Back River Quiver is a different worlds type of a situation. Faux show. Nothing that I'm reading right now has been slow burn at all. I think probably the Mary Gentry series could potentially count for that. I am still reading that, but just not as like actively. I'm probably just going to burn through these Alexa Riley and Jenna Dunn bundles, or Jenna Kane bundles, because they're all like really, really fast, like under 100 pages or just like under 120 for sure. I think they all are. So I read Back River Quiver and Now You've Done It, and I think I'm going on right now to Summer Camp Captive, and then there's Taken by a Russian and Dirty Uncle. So I will finish the 3 of those for sure. I will finish Opal Carew either tonight or tomorrow. I got Flesh by Kylie Scott. This is a 9-hour one, and this is a zombie apocalypse erotica. Allie's been hiding in an attic since civilization collapsed 8 weeks ago. With plague hit, her neighbors turned into mindless, hungry, homicidal maniacs. Daniel has been a loner his entire life. Then the world empties and he realizes that being alone isn't all it's cracked up to be. Finn is a former cop who's desperate for companionship, willing to do anything that it takes to protect the survivors around him. When the 3 cross paths to band together, sparks fly, romance bloom, and Allie, Daniel, and Finn bend to their very human needs in the ruins of civilization. Lust, love, and trust all come under fire in Flesh as the 3 battle to survive, hunted through the suburban wasteland. So I'm assuming we have some kind of menage. I don't know. I did not think that zombie porn was going to be happening during this week, but apparently it might be. I do still want to get to this. The only problem is I work with children and I don't want to bring this book out in public. I know it's not that bad, but like I don't want to have a bodice ripper around the kids. And then I get home and I'm lazy and I just want to get in bed and like read on my Nook because it's backlit and I don't have to worry about anything. So I don't know when that's going to happen. I'm going to dive into this. It feels like a one booker. There's no pull tab. Am I just supposed to like Hulk hands this? It's on the front. There's like a little push thing here. But like, how do you... This is ridiculous. Hold on. Yay! It's from Kayla. This is from Kayla from Literature Reads. This came really, really fast, Kayla. I don't know how she did it. She managed to get this here from Canada through Amazon. I've been completely unable to send through Amazon, so I sent her gifts through Book Depository. So they're going to be there forever from now. Oh, her note is so sweet. I love her. If you don't already go and follow her, go follow her. I will have her listed down below because she's just like the sweetest angel in the whole wide world. I adore her. So also all the smut. Like she reads a lot of like the historical romance, the Tessa Dares from her. She's got great recs. She sent me Small Spaces by Catherine Arden, and I have really wanted to read this. Mel for Mel to the End, he really loved it. I know that this is like a Halloween-ish middle grade, so I will probably save this until it's time for another like Halloween read. I don't know a ton about it, and I kind of like that for this kind of a vibe. I've heard amazing things. R.L. Stine blurbed it. Like, are you kidding me? Thank you so much, Kayla. I am truly, truly excited for this. I will check in later when I have finished something else, but today I've only finished Now You've Done It. I'm bummed because Now You've Done It is not on Goodreads. Like, as its own thing, 100% not on Goodreads, so I can't even mark it off as read. As of right now, Stepbrother Mine is a hot mess. It's kind of ridiculous, but it is like steamy and forbidden and taboo. They are like stupidly rich. You know, it's all the good things. We're gonna see. I have a feeling she's gonna tame down his ways a little bit. They're gonna find a happy medium and they're gonna bone for a long, long time to come. Hi everybody and welcome back to day 3 of Smutathon with this smexy, smexy, sexy stuff. Guys, I am reading so much, like so much smut. It's ridiculous. I read Alexa Riley and Jenna Kane's Summer Camp Captive. I'm going to start Dirty Uncle, or I have started Dirty Uncle. I'm just partway through that. And then I will do Taken by a Russian or something. I forget what that one's called. I'll finish out all 5 of those. I also finished my audiobook for Stepbrother Mine by Opal Carew, and that was intense. I will never understand when you have a virgin who immediately is like, DP, down for the DP. In what world is that something that you jump to that quickly? Not in mine. I don't know. Anyway, sidebar. So now I am currently listening to Kylie Scott, and she is... There's been sexual tension, but no actual sexy time, which is different from the other books that I got. I just downloaded something on the recommendation of Chelsea because she just texted me with like a whole bunch of like crazy emojis and said I had to get Torn by Carrion Cole, which is about a teenage girl who I think is 17 and her best friend's father. I'm not even mad about it. So all the audiobook listens have been happening. I haven't read any more of Mary Gentry. I haven't read any more of like any physical books. I've been mainly doing audiobooks and that Alexa Riley bind up, which is not great. It's just so over the top hilarious. Like I can't stop. And every single one of them have been like breeder stories. Lots of babies. Lots of babies are happening in this little bind up. I'm having just like the best week. I'm living my best life. I need to sprinkle in way more smut with my reading because I've just been loving absolutely all of this. It is hilarious and amazing, and it's like the best for like any... Why didn't I do this when I was in a slump? Good morning and welcome to day, what is it, Thursday? The 13th. We've got 3 full days left of a Smutathon, and I have finished 5 books. Yesterday I finished Dirty Uncle, and I finished a 9.5-hour audiobook, Flesh, by Kylie Scott, which was a zombie apocalypse romance where a woman falls for 2 different men, and they have a little poly relationship. The guys are like besties, and they both love this woman. And it was a lot of fun. And it actually had like decent zombie apocalypse storylines and plots behind it. So it wasn't like just fluff, but like the fluff was real good fluff. Like the smexy time was like real smexy. I think I gave that one 4 stars because it actually had like content and plot behind it. And then I gave Dirty Uncle 2 because it was like weird. I suspended my belief for like an 8-foot tall giant in the woods. I suspended my belief for Back River Quiver. Dirty Uncle never met her step uncle before, but like had fallen for him before she even knew him. Didn't know what he looked like except when she walked out of the party and he was the only one she didn't know. She knew it had to be him. And then they both were like adamant that it was forbidden, even though they had never met before. Her mother had just married this man. She had never met her step uncle before. It's not like they grew up together. Like he grew up taking care of her. And they're like, it's wrong, it's wrong. And I'm like, you literally don't know this girl. And he was like some like old like Alaskan lobster fisherman, like deep sea fisherman. And he was like all scruffy and nasty. And she was like, I have to have you. And I'm like, all right, this is where I call it quits. And we'll see how the rest of this week goes. But I do have an unboxing. I have an Amazon wishlist order that came in. So I'm going to put you on a tripod and we're going to open that and see what I got today. I haven't gotten to like an everyday point, but I feel like this is the time where like things start rolling out. So this is not normal for me. This is not my everyday booktube life. It says something for fun. I hope you enjoy. ANTHA with a heart. And then this says a gift for you, iOS book. When funky with the printing of these notes. But I think I can, oh, I can't even scan the thank you note because they're printed without the full QR code. Yay! I got Writing a Breakout Novel by Donald Mass. This is, so like on my wish list, I had a whole bunch of books that like as authors talk about writing tools and books that they use for writing. I've been putting them on my wish list. And that's something that I've just done. I've been like, actually had like a notepad where I was just writing down all of the books that I was interested in, and then I finally just put them all on my wish list because I wanted my family to look at them. But I'm so stoked that one of you picked this because I really, really want to dive into just getting better about my writing. It's autobiography! You guys, this has been like, you guys know I enjoy Christina Lauren so much, and this has been one that so many people really, really, really like from them, and it's gorgeous. And I just haven't gotten to it yet. So I'm really, really excited to have this. Oh, I can't wait. Oh. So I think this is about a boy who is, like, he's out where he's living and then he moves and then he decides to go back in the closet instead of being openly gay while he's, like, starting at a new school, I believe is the point of this book. This is 1000% going to be a contemporary-a-thon read in February if I can hold off that long. I'm so excited. So I'm going to reach out to Samantha. I'm going to text her and see if these are from her because I legitimately don't know. Hi guys, I'm here with a little bit of an update for my reading for the week. I have finished the Alexa Riley and Jenna Kane bundle and some of them were okay. Some of them were super not. They were all age gap. They were all breeder. Clearly in a couple stories, the men were interested prior to 18, like as young as 13 in one of the stories. And then they waited 5 years and like wanted to be praised for waiting 5 years until they were legal. It left me feeling icky, like dirty in a bad way, a couple of them. Some of them were okay, like over the top and funny. Some of them pretty gross. So I finished all 5 of those. Flesh, I finished Stepbrother Mine, so that's 7. What else? I finished an 8th one, didn't I? I don't know. I'm in the middle of Mary Gentry. That's by Laurel K. Hamilton. And then I'm also in the middle of Torn by Cassian Cole. Feel like I'm burning out on the smut. Like 7 books in 4 days is pretty impressive. And I just feel like I'm not sure how much more I can take. I gotta update like all my spreadsheets and everything, because I've just been like reading through them so quick I haven't updated anything, and I do want to do some stats videos at the end of the year. I have to go back to work right now, but I finished a little bit of Duchess Deal. I got 104 pages in and it's really good so far. I really like it. So I have a feeling tonight when I come home, I'll be reading more of this. And this is the one that I thought I might not get to just because I didn't know if I was going to want to read like a physical book. But those 104 pages flew by. Like I read that in like an hour. But that's it for this update. Still 104 pages into the Duchess Deal. I am 36% of the way through the Mary Gentry book. 2 hours into a 12-hour audiobook of Torn. But I did come home to multiple packages that are all gifts. They all say Amazon Fulfillment Center. So I'm going to open these up for you. I also came home to an owl crate, but I am going to do a specific owl crate unboxing just because I feel like I'm doing way too many unboxings in this particular vlog. It's just because 'tis that time of year and there's a lot of stuff. I will do a separate like haul for the holidays so that if people don't want to watch my vlogs, they still see what I got. I'm going to open these up because I have no chill. Like, I should probably wait until Christmas, but like, I don't wait well. I'm not a patient person at all. Like, I don't know if you know this about me, but I have zero chill. Ooh! Okay, who is this from? Because they're about to get a hug. A big virtual hug. Jackie, said Jackie on Twitter. Julie, hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you so much. It is a book that I've already read. You guys know I love it. It is A Heart in the Body in the World. A Heart in a Body in the World by Deb Coletti. I read this in ebook form as an ARC. Loved it. I'm really excited. I do want to reread it. I do want to annotate it, and I definitely wanted to have my own copy, support the author. This made it onto my wish list because it's just such a gorgeous book. Hard to read at times, but it is absolutely beautiful. It's a really scary look at gun violence. It's a really scary look at the environment that we live in right now. But it's so beautiful and so raw, and I bawled my eyes out. Like, it's so moving. I'm really, really happy to have this. It will probably be a 2019 reread for me. I really can't wait to read that. Thank you so much, Jackie. Also, just as an FYI, I'm using the new palette that Melanie got me, Mel to the Any, and I played with like a more grayish tone. I don't do smoky very often, as in ever. And I definitely don't do grays very often, but a lot of the palette had like grays and silvers. So I decided to give it a go. I don't hate it. You guys tell me, what do you think? Ooh, it's a gift from Crystal. Oh, the book gypsy. Thank you so much, Crystal. Merry Christmas. I got you this book because I heard great things about it. Plus, it's a clunker and I don't want to read it alone. Love, Crystal. I will absolutely buddy read. I'm so scared. It's Brent Weeks. It's the Prism, Black Prism. Yeah, okay, I'm terrified, but really intrigued. I've heard really good things and really like mixed, but I think the majority of it has been good. So Crystal, when we are ready to tackle this, I will absolutely do a buddy read with you. Nervous, but I'm here for it. I think 2019 is going to be my year of tomes. I would like to focus on getting some of my tomes read. I feel like I didn't go for numbers this year, but I definitely didn't tackle as many tomes as I wanted to. I have to look at my stats for the year and see how many tomes I actually did read, but whew. All right, Crystal, me and you guys let me know. Would you be down to read this if we did a Twitter breakdown, page breakdown? Because I think we can do that. And then I have a box. Oh my gosh. This is from, I don't know who. Oh wait, yes I might. This is from Liv, Olivia at Liv the Book Nerd. Julie, thank you so much for the Wicked Deep. You're very, very welcome. You guys know, if the Wicked Deep was on your wish list and I got to you before like my budget cut off, you got the Wicked Deep. Thank you for being such an inspiring influencer and YouTuber on Instagram. Oh, thank you. I love you, Olivia. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy the Wicked Deep. Feel free to spam my inbox with all of your thoughts. So, she got me a clunker. You want to talk about clunkers? She got me Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I am not up to date on the Sarah J. Maas series, like the Throne of Glass series. I have not read Tower of Dawn yet. I own it, haven't read it yet, so maybe I'll do like a 1 month like binge. This is like a 900-page book. I do want to finish this series. I feel like I'm not at a point where I want to like just give up. Like, I invested a shit ton of time in them already. I will still give Tower of Dawn a chance, see if Cal, whatever, redeems himself. I doubt he will, but we'll try for it and then eventually get to this and just see how it all ends, because I'm not giving up now. I need to know how my girl Manon does, and Lysandra, who I really, really like. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it all plays out. And Rowan, my boy Rowan. You say what you want about him, but I really, really love him. So at some point, this is gonna happen. This is like my ring light's nightmare. But, oh, holy crap. Thank you. Thank you so much, Olivia. I'm nervous, but this will happen at some point, I am certain. But for now, that's everything. Bye. Hi guys, I am back with my probably final update for Smutathon. It is Saturday night at 11 o'clock, and I don't think I'm going to read anything else. I don't think I'm going to finish anything else. I'm sure I will read something. I actually want to make sure I'm in the middle of something because I have to finish a book I'm in the middle of for Hogwarts, Christmas at Hogwarts, which starts on Monday. So I want to make sure I'm in the middle of something. But I did finish book number 8 this week. And it was The Duchess Deal by Tessa Dare. And Kayla, you were not wrong. This was such a quick read. I read this in one day. I read this all yesterday, actually. I didn't read anything today. I did 12 hours of baking at my sister's house and got my hair dyed, which is why like my roots in my scalp look crazy and purple. I didn't read a single thing today because I was busy over there all day. And then tomorrow morning I go to my parents' house for like a Christmas-y breakfast, and then we're gonna decorate their tree so that like when we go Christmas night to their place for dinner, everything's done. So I'm gonna go with my sisters and my nieces and my nephew and all my brother-in-laws and everybody. We're gonna go over and decorate the tree. I'll be there for a good chunk of the day, and then by the time I come home, I'm probably just gonna wanna edit this vlog because I don't think I'm going to finish anything. My niece is currently like in my room, on the other side of the room, and I'm about to say titles that she has no business knowing at 12. But I read Back River Quiver. I read Dirty Uncle, Taken by the Russian, Summer Camp, Captive, Now You've Done It. I read Flesh, I read Stepbrother Mine, and I read The Duchess Deal. Duchess Deal I think I gave 4 stars to. Flesh I think I gave 4 stars to. And then the majority of the rest were 3-star reads. I think that I gave the Taken by a Russian and Dirty Uncle 2 stars. But all in all, like a really solid week of reading. I read a ton. I enjoyed the majority of everything that I read. I'm still in the middle of the Mary Gentry book number 3 of that series. I think I'm like 37, 38% of the way through that book. And I'm also in the middle of Torn, which is an audiobook. I'm about 2.5 hours into that, and I think it's a 12-hour audiobook. I would still like to finish both of those, so either of those could count as well for the next readathon. Hogwarts at Christmas on Monday, and Monday also starts my readathon of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which I'm really psyched to read. For all intents and purposes, this will be it for the week of Smutathon. It was so much fun. It was like everything that I wanted it to be. It was fast, it was fun. I'm a little bit burnt out on some of like the tropes and some of the stuff that I was reading, but in general, I found some really good ones, so I'm not mad about it. And yeah, a huge thank you to Riley Marie, Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey, everybody for participating. I had a blasty blast. And also, check out down below, listed all my social media. I've got Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter, everything's down there. I've got a whole bunch of links down there. I'm going to try in 2019, I had my niece help me today while I was getting my hair dyed. She came with me and sat with me and tried to teach me the ways of the Instagram highlights, right? The highlights. And I think 2019 might be the year of the highlights. I'm going to try to keep things together. I'm going to have a highlight for all of my buddy reads. So like all of my current buddy reads or upcoming buddy reads will be there. They're always on Twitter, but a lot of people said they don't have Twitter. So I will now have a highlight for my buddy reads that are coming up. I will also have a highlight for my currently reading, so you know what I'm actively reading at the time, and I can update you guys there. I'm gonna wait and see if there's anything else that I want to add, but for right now, I have those 2 things so that you can get the information that I would usually give on other platforms. You'll still be able to get it on Instagram if you don't have Twitter. So go check it out. Follow me in all of the places. Be my friend on Goodreads, be my friend on Twitter and on Instagram. It's gonna be a lot of fun. For this week of reading, I read 8 books I'm stopping a day early, and I didn't read today. So, let's see. I read 8 books in 5 days. I'm not mad at it. I did good. My niece is behind the camera clapping. So yeah, I did good. I had fun. I enjoyed myself immensely, and now I'm gonna go to bed. 12 hours of baking is enough. I'm gonna go hang out with my niece. That's it for Smutathon. And stay tuned for another reading vlog for Christmas at Hogwarts. It's gonna be amazing. If you want to know my TBR for that, I will link it in a card up above. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye guys.